Now he's actually touching the cold.
He's looking at the cold. Asky, why took it so snowy?
You catching any?
I don't know. They don't taste like anything. All over my face now.
Oh, well, welcome back to the Citystead. As you see, Michigan. Woo-hoo! Woo! We have been out here seriously planting and moving dirt and putting out wood chips, playing outside every single day for like the past 2 weeks.
Snowing randomly.
Oops.
Super randomly, it just starts snowing.
Oh, it's all over the lens.
You heard ever, it's a blizzard.
Yeah, and now all that snow out there is coming down pretty good. Oh, don't you just love it?
I hate it.
Can you guys see this? Oh yes. Lots and lots of sprouts going on inside the greenhouse. They're all over the place now, everywhere. We're seeing tons of sprouts. I'm super excited about all that. Of course, this tray's looking really jamming. Some of these have already started coming up that we planted like a week ago. So I am super pumped to see so much green stuff, sprouts starting to happen inside the greenhouse. That is what makes me super happy. But there's something that makes me even happier today. I have wanted to do some sort of livestock on my homestead for a very long time. And it finally happened. It took a ton of convincing because, as you guys know, I travel a bunch. So it's hard to convince the wife that we need some sort of livestock. But she finally said yes, and we're getting our very first livestock. And it should be here today.
It should?
Yes.
What is it?
I can't tell you yet. It's not here yet. When it comes here, I'll let you know. So, the livestock we're getting actually has something to do with a book that you recently read. What book did you read recently? Do you remember? Something about, think of livestock like something that you would have on a farm or a big garden that you would eat, but not normally eat. Maybe only eat it on like a bet or a dare. And you read a book recently about it.
Daddy, I don't think those are considered livestock.
What? Do you know what it is?
Worms.
How is that not considered livestock? They're
know.
alive. Obviously, you can eat them.
Ew.
How many good recipes were in that book?
Well, in that book, they had them smell everything like ketchup and mustard and stuff.
Oh, I see. Worm hot dogs.
No! That's disgusting!
They're not gonna be for eating. All right. Well, she already spilt the beans. We got worms.
Disgusting.
This is officially the first livestock. I am so excited, beyond pumped to add something, to add a livestock to the Citystead. It's something that we really need to bring this whole homestead thing full circle. She was really hoping for chickens or rabbits. But no, we got worms instead, guys. Worms are awesome. These are the perfect addition to our little urban homestead. The Citystead really needed some worms, I tell ya. So recently, E read a book called How to Eat Fried Worms. I was trying to prepare her for this very moment. See, these aren't just worms to have worms. This is going to be our future dinner.
Daddy!
Okay, I'm just kidding. For real, they're not going to be dinner. We're not going to eat the worms. But worms are a vital. But worms are a vital part of any homestead, really. They do a lot in breaking down soil, composting food waste, and things like that. And plus, they make an incredible fertilizer for your garden, either in worm castings. We can make worm tea. We can do so much with worms. They're actually very versatile.
Worm tea?
It's not you drink it. It's worm tea for the garden. You pour it out in the water, and then you pour it on your plants, and it fertilizes the plants. Don't worry, you're not drinking worm tea. You're not eating worm salad. None of that. It's all for the love of compost. Yep, all for the love of compost. Compost is super important. It's going to build our soil everywhere. We put wood chips down and cardboard, and that helps brings worms to the surface and helps them work in the garden, in the soil. But by actually having our own contained worm farm, we'll be able to harvest that a lot easier and a lot more for how we want to direct it. So I am beyond excited to have some livestock here, some actual livestock. That took a little bit of convincing with the wife, but we finally got to a point where we think this is a perfect thing to add. And I am excited to get going, man. I've been wanting to do this for a while now. I've got all the books. I've been reading tons about it. I watched so many vermicomposting videos. I have just been so excited to jump in feet first. And now they're here, and I can't wait. Do you want to know where I got these from?
Where?
I got these from Green Greg's. Green Greg's worms, that guy is awesome. He's like a rocket scientist, like freaking super smart dude. And he has a huge worm farm.
A rocket scientist?
A rocket scientist. He really is literally a rocket scientist. He worked at NASA. I've met him like,
wow.
I met him forever ago in the community. He was like one of the first people I kind of like talked through like Facebook and all that. So yeah, I actually have like a long knowledge of him back before his channel like was brand new, and he was doing all this stuff about his vermicomposting. So I'm super excited to get his some of his own worms here, because I feel like he is one of the few people that is like a true worm farmer. Like the guy just knows tons and tons about it all.
So bright in here.
It is bright in here. So I'm super excited to support him and what he's doing. I just think it's a great place to get your worms. So I will drop a link for Greg's store right down below in the description, and you guys can go get there. Not only is Greg awesome and knows a lot about vermicomposting, but from my looking around, his worms were some of the best priced worms out there. So there's also that caveat. You should be buying your worms from Green Greg's. Alright, well, as much fun as that was teasing E about the new livestock that we got, which was a lot of fun, I have to do the next step, which is going to be giving those little things a home. So stay tuned, because I'm going to show you how I'm making my worm bin, and I'm just going to keep making more worm videos as we get more and more into it. So remember guys, be bold and grow bold, and as always, we'll see you in that very next video. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
It's a caveat.
Like a extra, like a, here's a little extra good, I have no idea. It's just a word that you use to make it sound fancy. I'll Google search it. Caveat. Caveat, a warning or proviso of specific stipulations, conditions, or limitations.
A warning?
There are a number of caveats which concern the validity of the assessment results. See, I used it right. I think I heard it on Aladdin. Doesn't he say that? There are a few caveats, approaches. Doesn't he say something like that?
I don't know.
And then he says, I can't make people fall in love with you, and I can't make them dead.
Dad, I think that's copyright. Copyright strike. Copyright strike.
That's only music. You can say whatever words you want from movies.
Oh. Why didn't you tell me that before?
I don't know. Just not told you. So make way, make way. The worms are here. The worms are here to stay. Don't you know these worms are
That is
here?
copyright.
These worms are here.